Hello dear, this is a second video for to balance the chemical reaction. Let's take another example where we have to balance this reaction. When sodium carbonate react with hydrochloric acid, it produces sodium chloride, water and carbon dioxide. And if we will see how many elements each on the left hand side, on the reactant side, and how many elements of each type on the product sides are there. So let's count sodium. There are two sodium, and on the right hand side there is only one sodium. Number of carbon is 1, and on right side number of carbon is 1. Chlorine atom is 1 both side, and hydrogen on left hand side is 1 only, and hydrogen on the right hand side are 2, and number of oxygen atoms are 3 in left side, and on right side there are 3. So you can see we will start first to balance number of sodium atom. So on the left hand side there are 2, and on right hand side number 1 there is only 1 sodium. So what we will do, we will add a coefficient number 2 in front of sodium chloride, then the sodium atom will be balanced 2 to each side. Let's see another example. Another carbon is also on both side 1, so no problem, we need not to balance them. But what about the chlorine atom? Chlorine atom on the left hand side is 1, but since we added a coefficient in front of NaCl, so this total chlorine on the right hand side become 2. So now we have to balance this. So how we will balance this? Simply we will add another coefficient in front of Cl. So now chlorine atom will be on left hand side become 2. So up to this point everything is balanced. Let's see number of hydrogen. Since we added number of hydrogen number 2 coefficient in front of Cl, that is why number of hydrogen become 2 on the left hand side, and number of hydrogen on the right hand side were already 2, so this is also balanced. What about the oxygen? Oxygen is also balanced already. So you can see we added only 2 coefficients in front of sodium chloride and hydrogen chloride, and this reaction become balanced. So our balance reaction will be sodium chloride will react with 2 molecules of hydrochloric acid and will produce 2 molecules of sodium chloride, 1 molecule of water and 1 molecule of carbon dioxide. So this is our balance reaction. Let's see one more example where aluminum is oxidizing and forming or producing aluminum oxide. So number of atom on the reactant side or left hand side are of aluminum is 1, and on aluminum on right hand side is 2, and oxygen on the left hand side 2 and right hand side 3. So this looks very simple. Let's balance aluminum first. So we will add a coefficient 2 in front of aluminum on the left hand side, so this aluminum will be balanced. And now what to do? You can see on the left hand side there are 2 oxygen, and on the right hand side there are 3 oxygen. So to balance them we have to cross multiply 2 multiplied by 3 and 3 multiplied by 2, then they will become 6 on both sides. So what we will do, we will add a coefficient 3 on in front of oxygen, so and 2 in front of aluminum oxide, so this will give us 6 oxygen each side. But due to this coefficient 2 on the right hand side, you can see total number of aluminum on the right hand side become 4. So what we have to do to balance that, rather than 2 on the left hand side, we have to change this coefficient and from 2 to 4. Then the total number of aluminum on the left hand side will become 4, and on right hand side were already 4. So the final balance reaction will be 4 aluminum will react 3 molecules of oxygen and will produce 2 molecules of aluminum oxide. So the balance reaction is this one. Let's see one more example where we have to react phosphorus pentoxide with water and it will produce phosphoric acid. So number of phosphorus on the left hand side, reactant side are 4, on product side 1. Number of hydrogen atom 2 on the reactant side and 3 on the product side. Number of oxygen atom total, if we count, 10 and 1 11, and on the product side only 4. So we will balance first phosphorus. We will add one coefficient number 4 in front of phosphoric acid. Then phosphorus atom will be balanced, 4 on each side, and then we will balance hydrogen. But due to this coefficient number 4 on the right hand side, the total number of hydrogen become 3 multiplied by 4, 4, 12. So now we have to balance this. What we will add, we will add a coefficient in front of water, 6, so that the hydrogen, total hydrogen will become 12. And since we added number 4 in front of phosphoric acid, so total oxygen become 4 multiplied by 4, 16. And you can see on the left hand side we added 6. So based on this 6, total number of oxygen becomes 6 and 10. They already become 16. So now the balance reaction, final balance reaction is P4O10 plus 6H2O will give you 4H3PO4. So this is the balance reaction. So these, here we have seen 3 examples, and we will see few more examples in the next video, and I hope you understand how to balance the chemical reactions.